As twilight painted the sky with hues of orange and purple, Moogie, the black and rust miniature pinscher, called her puppies for story time. Their tiny tails wagged vigorously as they nestled close to their mother. Tonight's story was going to be about Abram, as told in Genesis chapter 12. Moogie was going to sprinkle the tale with humor to keep it light and entertaining. "Tonight, my little ones," Moogie began, her eyes twinkling with mirth, "we continue the tale of Abram, a man who had quite the adventurous life." The puppies leaned in closer, their ears perked up in anticipation of the funny story to come. "God spoke to Abram one day," Moogie started, "telling him to leave his country, his people, and his father's household and go to a land he would show him. Now, imagine suddenly being told to leave everything you know behind and move to a place you've never seen." One of the puppies snorted, imagining abruptly packing up his favorite chew toy and setting off on an unexpected adventure. Now, Abram, being the faithful man he was, didn't question God. He just packed up his bags and his wife, Sarai, and his nephew, Lot, and off they went. Moogie continued, her voice full of animation. The puppies giggled, picturing Abram hustling to pack everything he owned, including his wife and nephew, as if they were just another set of belongings. "But here's where the story takes a funny turn," Moogie said with a chuckle. "When they arrived in Egypt because of a famine, Abram became worried. You see, his wife, Sarai, was so beautiful that he was afraid the Egyptians would kill him to take her. So, he told Sarai to say she was his sister." The puppies burst into laughter, imagining Abram pleading with Sarai to play along with his bizarre plan. Moogie continued, "Sure enough, when the Pharaoh saw Sarai, he was so smitten that he treated Abram well for her sake. But when God sent severe plagues because of this, the Pharaoh figured out the truth." The puppies howled with laughter, their tiny paws thumping the ground. They imagined the Pharaoh's surprise upon finding out that the sister he'd been trying to woo was, in fact, Abram's wife. In the end, Abram and Sarai left Egypt with all their possessions, and the puppies went to sleep chuckling and chattering about the funny story. They couldn't wait for the next one, eager to hear more about Abram's adventures and God's promises to him.